On my November of 2022 trip to Paris, I went back to the Cluny Museum for the second time. This is probably my favorite museum of all time because I am a medieval history freak. So I actually went back here again. Also, this had just been through a renovation, so there was a lot of things that I had not seen and a lot of sort of new layout to see. This is the only place I've been twice in Paris, I think, except for the Louvre. If you are into medieval history and art, this is a cannot miss museum. And I also really wanted to know what was in this little reliquary. It looks like rope, but the plaque that described it didn't really say, and I need to know. Something else new this time around was books. Oh my goodness, you guys, books. They have medieval, hand-lettered, handwritten, hand-illuminated, gorgeous medieval manuscripts that you can get right up close and personal with. So many things to see here. If you're into Renaissance art, medieval art, you have to come here and just wander. I actually went to the Cluny this time on the first Sunday of the month, which is something I've never tried before. Normally I get a timed entry ticket for the museums, and on the first Sunday of the month, I believe most, if not all, of the museums in Paris are free to the public. So you're going to have a little bit more of a crowd, and I did have to stand in line for about 25 minutes while I was waiting to get in, but it was worth it. And while I was waiting, I got to watch these adorable little French girls hiding from the rain underneath an awning and playing what looked like a mix of patty cake and rock, paper, scissors, except whoever lost the game got their cheeks pinched. This next piece I had to get up close to. This is from the 1300s, and the paint on this piece of art is just, you can't. The colors, they're so intense, they're so vibrant. If I could time travel, this is where I would go. I would hit an art museum in the 1300s and just be like, how are you doing this? It's really just sort of one astonishing piece after another as you wander through this museum, so make sure you go to all the rooms and find all of these beautiful pieces. I especially like this 1400s bust of a woman. I don't know why, she's just looks like she's holding bread and staring into space. The tapestries all through this place are amazing, and look at this medieval chess set. There is a whole portion of this museum that I did not include on this visit because I didn't go down into it. It is called the Frigidarium. If you are into Roman ruins and Roman artifacts in Paris, definitely worth a stop. Interesting thing that you will find down in the Frigidarium are, I believe, 21 decapitated statue heads from the Notre Dame that were cut off during the Revolution, and they thought they were cutting off heads of French rulers when in fact it was the kings of Judah, and they were not found until 1977 and restored to the museum. And here we have the reason I come to this museum. This is the set of the 6 Lady and the Unicorn tapestries. Look them up, they're astonishingly beautiful. And I have cross-stitched that first one on the right. I have cross-stitched a replica of that, not the same size obviously. It's hanging in our house, and I am currently working on a second one. I doubt that I will live long enough to do all 6 of them, but they are from probably the 1400s, and each one represents one of the senses. So there are 5 senses: the sense of sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. And this one, she is either going into or coming out of the tent and putting away or putting on jewelry. It's sort of a mystery that no one has figured out. This is like the mecca for medieval tapestry. If you love this sort of textile work, you can just sit in this room and sort of take in these glorious works of art. This is the sense of sound, which is the one I'm currently working on now. I should be done with it in about 4 years. And of course, with all these, I wanted to get closer to them because they're not behind glass, but you can't get close enough to touch them, obviously, because they're so old. And if you get even a little bit close, there's always someone in the room that's watching, and there you hear the madame, and you know you're too close. Also, there are buzzers that will go off if you step too close. But I was able to zoom in with my camera at least and get some of this amazing textile work on camera. As I left the tapestry room, I realized there was a whole new section of more Middle Ages wooden carvings and beautiful tapestries to see. So many things here. As you can kind of see as I've gone through this museum, this was the busy Sunday of the month where it was free to come in, and this is still not very busy. It's just full of stunning medieval art, and yet there aren't many people in here, so it's sort of sad because it seems like it's being missed. But it is nice if you're into this because you can walk through it slowly and really just enjoy these pieces at your own pace without feeling like you're being pushed from behind by someone else waiting to see them. I hope you enjoyed this walk through the Cluny. If you're going to Paris and you love medieval art, I would definitely add this to your itinerary. Probably plan on maybe 2 to 3 hours tops to wander this whole museum, and when you're done, you are right out onto the Saint-Germain Boulevard, which is a really nice place to wander as well. You're also a short stroll from the Notre Dame and the Ile Saint-Louis, so this is a really great place to start the day and then wander on from here. If you enjoyed this content and you'd like to see more of our travels and travel tips, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.